Hey, welcome back to Snapbolt Games. My name is Max, and I'm back with another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing Burn today. And what better time to play Burn? A lot of people have asked me to play Burn, these type of decks in the past, but what better time to play it than right when Monastery SWIFTSPEAR gets downshifted to common? This card is incredible. I think this card is going to be a Pauper mainstay, and I think this is one of the best shells for it. So I'll get into the deck tech and all of our card choices in a second. Real quick, gonna shout out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/snapbolt. Go to the channel and subscribe. It's really the best way to support me. And I record all my content live on Twitch, twitch.tv/snapboltgames. So you can follow me there, come hang out live. It's a lot of fun. So this is basically the earliest that you can play with Monastery SWIFTSPEAR. Double Masters comes out on Magic Online tomorrow at the time that I'm recording this. But they just did a Magic Online update, the weekly update on Wednesdays today. When that update goes into effect, any cards that were downshifted in Double Masters, maybe I was saying Modern Masters, in Double Masters become legal in the formats where they're legal. So there's a bunch of uncommon and some rare downshifts to common in Double Masters. And now with the update, because that set comes out tomorrow, they're legal in Pauper now. Kind of confusing, but this is basically the earliest we can play with this card, and I'm really excited to see how it does. 1 mana, 1/2 haste prowess. A lot of these red decks in Pauper just don't have any good 1-drops. And I think this changes the game for these decks. So this is just a burn deck, pretty standard other than trying out SWIFTSPEAR. I'm not running Curse of the Pierced Heart. I think it's just a little bit slow, especially with SWIFTSPEAR. It just seems better just to have all burn spells. So let's just go through the deck. Only 16 mountains, a lot of old border here. Let me point out, I got some old border mountains. This art is kind of sick. I have some other sick ones that I might try in the future as well. But 4 old border Chain Lightning, 4 Lava Spike, 4 Bolt, 4 Needle Drop, 4 Searing Blaze, 4 Rift Bolt, 4 Skewer, 4 Fire Blast. So the deck is entirely burn spells and then a 12 creature threat suite. Obviously, we have the aforementioned SWIFTSPEAR. We have 4 Voldaren Epicure. I think this card, Epicure, I think this card is just good enough. It just always pings for 1, often can get in for 3 or 4 damage when you play it on turn 1. Plus, being able to loot away lands is huge, so it just does enough. Even it's a card the opponent has to usually deal with or spend a card to trade with, and then you get in for 1 damage, trade for a card, and like I said, it can get in for 3 or 4 damage. So I think it deserves the slot. I am playing Thermal Alchemist still. This card seems pretty strong to me. When you untap with it, you often just win the game. It's like a must-answer threat from this deck because you deal so much damage. When I originally brewed the deck, I had 4 Reckless Impulse instead of 4 Thermal Alchemist. But I was kind of worried. Then I was like, I only have 8 creatures and burn spells, so I have no way to really continue to deal damage. And I don't necessarily have enough threats that aren't just like lightning bolts. If I play Reckless Impulse, I was like, maybe I should just try Thermal Alchemist because they also have to answer SWIFTSPEAR most of the time. So they have to answer SWIFTSPEAR and Thermo. Thermo gets a little bit better, and I wanted more threats. This card seems fun, seems really good, but I'm going to try that in some other shells. I think just having all burn spells, no real card advantage, is probably where you want to be. As far as the sideboard, couple Electric Reese, couple Gorilla Shamans, 2 Darts, 2 Martyr, 4 Smash to Smithereen. So we have 2 Shaman, 4 Smash against Affinity, triple Molten Rain whenever you want it against Tron or blue-white FAMs. And then I like Dart in the sideboard just because when it doesn't have a creature to target, it's not as strong. Obviously, it's good with these 2 cards. Maybe Dart should be main, but when you don't have a creature target for it on the other side of the table, it's not as good as you think. It's still obviously really good with SWIFTSPEAR and Alchemist when you're going off, but it doesn't always line up that way. But without further ado, let's just get into this burn league. Let's go round 1. All right, welcome to round 1 against Loser. Would you like to play first? Yes. I mean, I'm keeping. 3 lands is 1 land too many, but this looks sweet. I like these mountains. They look nice in hand. Suspend, Rift Bolt, go. See if we run into any opposing monastery SWIFTSPEARs here. Looks like we might. Looks like we might. I'm just going to go face. I'm going to ignore that. I can block it with Thermo. It's going to be a race here, it looks like. Just put this over here. Go face. Searing Blaze. That's pretty tempting to just Searing Blaze that, but I want to be able to kill a Thermo if they play it. I think I just play Thermo this turn, next turn Searing Blaze plus like Needle Drop or Suspend Rift Bolt or something. Might as well just get this down. Yeah, no SWIFTSPEAR. Crap hand. No, I think this is a good hand. Ooh, it's mono red synth. Okay, they're going off. We can still race though, especially with this Searing Blaze. So I think I'm just gonna go land, Searing Blaze, two things. And then I'm just gonna suspend Rift Bolt. Next turn I'll double Needle Drop. I don't think there's any real danger in like waiting until next turn to cast these Needle Drops. I'm gonna be able to damage them some more. What is this, like a Bushwhacker from them? I don't think 16 land Searing Blaze is an issue. You have to play it carefully, I think, and hold a land a lot of times if you don't have the Searing Blaze to enable it later. But you really don't want to draw too many lands. You just want to draw like 2 lands and then all lightning bolts. So I don't think it's an issue. Yeah, Bushwhacker hit for 6. We go to 12. Additional Bushwhackers could be a problem, but I'm just gonna keep racing. Especially if we draw into like a Fire Blast or something, we can go face. Chain Lightning. Definitely gonna want to cast that this turn while they can't rebound it, but let's start with Needle Drop. Skewer. I can go Skewer, Chain Lightning, hit them to 4. They're gonna tap out though. I mean, I can just go Needle Drop, Skewer you. I can Needle Drop, see what I draw. It's another Chain Lightning. All right, well now I could go. I have 9 points of burn there at 9, so they have to kill me next turn. I don't want them to be able to fire this back, but I mean I have 2 of them now, so I guess I can just skewer them to be quote unquote safe. I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Since I have 2 Chain Lightnings, I'm gonna have to cast Chain Lightning next turn regardless. But I should be able to win. I just have to not die. Oh no. Is this lethal? Oh, Sledder. Okay, Sledder doesn't do it. Bush. Oh, did they misclick? I think they might have misclicked. They could have had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh my god, they misclicked. They added 2 mana, and they meant to go Bushwhacker Kicked, but they clicked on Sledder, and they cast it? Or they just messed up? Are they gonna Fire Blast us and kill us anyway? Their last card? No? Wow. Okay, well, we got lucky. They could have won. They had lethal. They had 14 damage, we were at 12. If they just cast Bushwhacker, they should have just gone Rebirth into Bushwhacker. Whew. Safe. Safe. And then it gets so much better for us after board here. We get all of this. Yeah, that was a huge punt from the opponent. Yeah, math is hard. Okay. Thermal Alchemist is good. They don't have that many answers to it in their deck. Sideboarding is going to be pretty tough with this list. We can side out like one Fire Blast, and then we can just cut some of the clunkier spells, like Lava Spikes, Rift Bolts, Skewers is probably the worst burn spells we have. Also Chain Lightning, they can fire back at us, but usually we're going to find a time to be able to just cast that. Seems better than Spike. I need to cut 5 burn spells total. Forgive me with my slow sideboarding here because I never play burn. I've played like 1 league of burn in the past year or two. What's the worst spell in this matchup? Is it Chain Lightning because of the rebound, or is it these slower ones? I think it's like these slower ones. We can do something like this. Because I can still like Chain Lightning one of their creatures if I have to, and I can usually find a time to Chain Lightning them when they can't rebound it at us. Now that we have double Electric Ray, double Lava Dart, double Martyr, their go wide plan gets much worse, because if we draw one of these 6 cards, they can't go wide against us that effectively, and then we just burn them. I think Searing Blaze is still good. It's just enough value. And then I think these creatures are all good because they don't have that many. They have like Bolt, Goblin Grenade, and maybe a Fire Blast or 2 to kill these creatures. So if Thermo just sticks around, it's good. SWIFTSPEAR is good at blocking their creatures too. So just gonna side out a bunch of burn spells here because our deck is all burn spells. So if we side in cards, we have to side out either one of our 12, some of our 12 creatures, or burn spells. Don't have much of a choice. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. This hand's actually really good. Snapkeep here. Yeah. I also love in this deck how many old border cards we have. I may have said that during the deck tech, but it just looks so nice. Life Staff, okay. It's a lot of burn though. Could have led turn 1 Epicure, but I honestly don't think I want to. I think I want to just lead turn 1 SWIFTSPEAR. Are they on 1 land? I'm gonna just Searing Blaze that. Oh no, they have it. Okay. This actually makes things more complicated. Oh, they're rebirthing. They're not equipping. Interesting. Oh my god, that was so good. I guess I don't really want to sack a land yet. Most likely I'm going to Searing Blaze, but I think I just attack with SWIFTSPEAR. They're going to block with a bunch of stuff, right? I guess they could just not block. In which case, then I just Searing Blaze one thing, hit for 5, and then have a bunch of burn spells, ignore the Life Staff. I guess this is pretty good with Goblin Sledders, but there's not much I can do. I want to Searing Blaze this turn while I have the landfall. I can't believe they didn't equip. That was a nice combo though. Epicure into Rebirth. Okay, so they're blocking with everything. So if I kill one thing, I have a 2/3. I could go Dart, Flashback, Dart, kill their entire board, and then just play an Epicure. I'm on 1 land, but maybe I draw another land for Searing Blaze later. I think just kill their entire board here. Dart, Flashback, Dart. I get 2 prowess triggers, I kill 2 things. They basically get 4, like, I guess like 2 for 1. And then I lose a land, and then I just go main 2, play Epicure, pass. My hand is triple Bolt, Searing Blaze. I'm gonna do it. Because this makes their Life Staff much worse too. Then they only have 3 cards in hand. I don't really want to like Bolt one. I guess I can Bolt face. and then not have to sack a land. I guess bolt face is best. And then I still have dart in the yard. I don't get to play the Epicure this turn this way, but I get to remain with 2 lands in play. I like it. SWIFTSPEAR doing work. Old border SWIFTSPEAR, let's go. Synth. Oh my god, please. Please, opponent. Why you gotta do me like that? They sack Lifestaff rather than Synth? Okay, opponent must be a new player. That's insane. That's insanely bad. That's so lucky. So I think I go Lava Spike you and then attack. I want to get the prowess trigger from Spike right now. And this makes them have no good blocks. If they want a triple block, I just bolt them. If they don't, then I can just Epicure. Thank you. I just got some chocolate chip cookies delivered. Freshly baked. Okay, they're just chumping. So resolves. Why would they sack Lifestaff? So now I can play Martyr. Or I can play Epicure. I don't really want to show Martyr. I think I'd rather just Epicure, honestly. Hit them to 12. Can't F6 also because I have Dart in the yard, just in case. So far, game 2 with the deck, SWIFTSPEAR is just crushing them. So, yeah, SWIFTSPEAR looking good. Dart also looking good in the deck. Wow, they have so many rebirths. We have this Martyr, though. So we can Wrath. Ooh, there's a Slitter. Okay, well, we're going to have to try to kill that. I think I just block. Then I guess they sack the other one and still deal 2 damage, but then my Epicure survives if they do that. I'll just trade. Land would actually be really good, because then I could just Searing Blaze the Slitter and then after play Martyr. But Spell is also not too bad, okay. So I think land, Searing Blaze the Slitter right now, attack. Before block seems good to me. I'm gonna do that. And they can't sack something because Searing Blaze still has a legal target. So you can't fizzle Searing Blaze by sacking stuff. So this will resolve and deal them 3. Okay, they pump that Goblin token by sacking this Slitter. So now I think I can dart this Goblin. Makes Martyr a little more awkward, but it seems good to me. I get another prowess trigger. They have to chump again. They don't get good blocks on SWIFTSPEAR. They go to 9. And then I can just play Martyr post-combat. I can also just not... I can just choose to not play Martyr. I can even loot it away with blood, potentially. Their board's not that good. And then if they go wide again, I can play Martyr. But I think it's better to just not play it. Yeah, this card is actually pretty annoying. Like, it doesn't look like a good card, but when you see it in play, you're like, wow, I can't cast any spells into that. Bolt SWIFTSPEAR. Okay, there's nothing we can do about that. Resolves. Opponent is also at 9. Ooh, Lifestaff. Okay. I think I'm gonna just stop trying to kill their creatures. I mean, they could have another Slitter, but think I'm just looting away Martyr. Just going for the, just gonna try to go all face. Ooh, SWIFTSPEAR, let's go. And Skewer. Skewer's a little awkward. I can hit for 1 and Skewer for 4, or I can go SWIFTSPEAR, Bolt, you hit for 5 down to 4. I kind of like the Skewer line. I hit for 1 less damage this turn. I hit for 4 damage, they're at 5, and my hand is Bolt. But I know I can cast this. If I hit them to 4, I actually kill them with Fire Blast. I'll just do that. They need another Sledder, basically. And most of my cards turn this on also. So this way, if we draw Fire Blast, we just still win. I guess if I had done it the other way, if I skewered, I would still have Bolt. So if I drew Fire Blast, I could just go Bolt, Fire Blast. So maybe this was wrong. Because now if I draw... I guess if I draw Rift Bolt, I can't win this turn anyway. But I think I'm really favored from this position. Again, they have to have exactly another Sledder to survive. And then they have to start sacking their board, so... we can just keep going face if that's the case. 13 to 4, and I have a burn spell. Oh, they do have Raider. Okay. And there's Fire Blast. Okay, so now I'm going to attack. They're going to sack this. Trigger on the stack. I Fire Blast them. Good thing we hit them to 4, right? Sweet. Not trying to be, I'm just trying to have fun. Oh, they sacked the wrong one. Oh, they sacked the... oh, wait. Oh, they didn't... they sacked the wrong one. It's not over. It's not over. You thunder against me. I can still skewer them, though. I can still kill them. I wasn't paying attention.
You will not take it from me! Your anger and your lust for power have already done that.
Oh no! Oh no, I don't... it is over. Punt count infinite. Now I need to draw a land and another spell. Now I'm gonna lose because there's like basically no way to beat this. Oh my god. Huge punt. We had so many ways to win that. Just by not casting Firebolt, we win. Oh my god, that's so bad. We're dead to any creature. Oh my god. Punt count 1 for sure. I'm like talking smack that whole game about like opponents playing poorly. I just thought there was no way they don't sack the one with life staff on it. And then I wasn't paying attention to the triggers. I was too excited. I was too excited clicking my buttons that do the sounds. Oh my god. All right, let's just run it back. I feel like with all this like go wide hate, we should be good to go. Opponent said game for the money. I said it's on. Okay, Snapkeep. Sand's actually really good. They can have a Sledder or something, but We have a lot of burn. We have a wrath. This matchup, again, should be good for us. That was so bad. I'll try to play better. I'll try to play better. There's only one thing to do, right? And that's have fun with it. If you get tilted, you're just going to play worse. I highly recommend not getting tilted. All right, we can Searing Blaze that to not get 2 for 1. It's nice. We're doing the all burn spell game plan, huh? Maybe we even go Dark Face. We'll see what they do. Mog War Marshal. Okay. Probably just gonna leave up Electrickery next turn, honestly. Seems good. Could save this mountain for Searing Blaze, but I think I can just wait. If I draw a Searing Blaze, I'll probably be able to draw another mountain too. I feel like they weren't gonna pay, but they might go for Bushwhacker here. Hopefully they go like Rebirth Blood Token into Bushwhacker and I just go Electrickery their entire board. Again, I really don't like punting, but I also try to not get pissed when I do punt because it happens. So I was just too hyped there. I was just drown my sorrows in chocolate chip cookies. They're pretty good. Opponent with 4 cards in the tank here. Moderator, that's annoying. I don't think I'm going to Electrickery or anything in response. They can still only save 1 creature right now. I think I just let this damage happen. If they don't do anything, I'll probably just go Bolt Face, Needle Drop Face. I can just wait longer on the Electrickery. Maybe threaten even like a dart on the Moderator just to be annoying if I want. They're playing really weird. I wonder if they... I don't think they... I'm not saying they're stream sniping. Just wonder if it's a possibility with the way they're playing. Probably not, especially both of us making a ton of mistakes here, so... Now do I want to just try to kill the Moderator in response with like a Lightning Bolt? Because then they can't save it, and then I guarantee get to Electricity everything else. It's kind of annoying to use Bolt on Moderator, but otherwise my Electricity gets a lot worse if I don't do something right now. What if I dart the Moderator right now? Then they sack 1 Goblin, then they still have Moderator. I think I just bolt this. And then I think I just wait. I could go dart you, needle drop you to be mana efficient. I get to draw 1 card. I'm gonna do it. Fire Blast. I like that. SWIFTSPEAR gamer, huh? I want to play this and then go like Electrickery right after playing SWIFTSPEAR and get in, but then wait, no. Goblin Grenade's a sorcery, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Let me double check. It's a sorcery. Okay, it's a sorcery. That's why we check. Always read the cards. So now I can go SWIFTSPEAR into Electricity. And then I guess they could respond to Electricity by bolting the SWIFTSPEAR. If that's the case, I can go Fire Blast you, Needle or Lava Dart you, and then have my SWIFTSPEAR survive. So this is a pretty sick play, actually. Okay. So I'm hitting for 2, 3, 4. 9 damage. I think I'm just gonna not go for anything. Just gonna hit for 2. Wait. And you'd like to draw another burn spell to have enough anyway. They loot with blood. Sure. Mog Raider resolves. Another Mog Raider. I can just dart the first one right now, but I think I'd rather get the Prowess trigger. Even though they can sack it to get a 2/2. I get the Prowess trigger, then they have to chump anyway. And if they don't, I hit for 1 extra damage. Just gonna wait. Okay, nice. So I'll start with Dart on Raider. I guess I can just start by attacking, then they might just chump though. What if I go Dart 1 Raider, they sack it. I go Bolt the other Raider. Then I have 3 power here. I'm just gonna, then I make them chump. Just gonna go Dart 1. Yeah. Just gonna go Dart 1. They can sack this one. Doesn't matter, right? I just let this resolve. I can also bolt face right now, but I think I can just bolt next turn. So I think I'm just going to attack for 2. If they don't block, they die, so they have to chump. But if I go bolt this, I only have 7, 8 damage. I think I just make them chump. They only have 1 card left. I can still cast both my spells. Fire Blast, hell of a card. Yeah, so they go chump. I just let it happen. And then it's 2 cards to 1, except I have a SWIFTSPEAR in play. And both my cards are really, really good. They just kick that. Resolves. They probably just can't even attack. Yeah. SWIFTSPEAR just doing work. So if they don't block, they die, because this is 7, 8, 9, 10. Just gonna play a Martyr as a 1/1 attacker. Plus, if they like somehow rebirth, I can just Wrath if I need to. Okay, we should have them here. I can play it safe just by playing a Thermal Alchemist, because if I go Bolt you, and then they go Bolt SWIFTSPEAR in response, I don't necessarily kill. But if I play Thermal Alchemist, I feel like I can't lose. I mean, I feel like I probably can't lose anyway, but I lost the last game, so. Could have gone for it there, I just didn't feel like I needed to. And they had the Bolt. Just not even sure if they really have outs at this point. Yeah. Okay. I threw one of the games, but I feel like that matchup should be favored for Burn, especially just because post board you get all the wraths. So like you counter the opponent's game plan where the opponent can't really counter your game plan. So they need to dodge wrath and have a good hand, or you just need to cast burn spells. That being said, all 3 of our hands were really good. I punted, you know, and it didn't even end up. It didn't end up costing me the match. It cost me a game, but felt like I did a good job keeping a level head there. See everyone for round two. Let's burn them. All right, welcome to round two. We're against GN42. I guess I just have a lot of bolts and 2 lands. Looks like we're against Affinity. Oh, perfect.
You know, when I see a car like this, first thing I do is I say, would you look at this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, would you look at this?
Yeah, well...
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at it.
The car is not perfect.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
Yeah, well...
What the heck is that?
I kind of want to just suspend double Rift Bolt and attack for 1. If they play a Mirror Enforcer, it could get annoying. But there's nothing I can really do about that except make a huge SWIFTSPEAR and just keep burning face anyway. So, just gonna do it. I guess with this hand, I also could have suspended Rift Bolt on 1, but I lose out on 1 damage because I can just attack with SWIFTSPEAR on 1. Yeah, we're just playing against Affinity, it looks like. The Ancestral Recall. We're not really trying to fight on that axis. There's no way we can save this, so we're on the burn plan. But our burn plan is pretty strong. We have 6 damage already right here. Just go face. Land is just actually a great draw here if we draw it. They're down to 12 and I have a bunch of burn in hand, and there's a Fire Blast. So I don't quite have lethal. I have 10 damage right here. I think what I do is I go Chain Lightning you, Needle Drop you, and then just go from there. They can't rebound the Chain Lightning right now. If I draw a land, I still don't quite have lethal. I would still be 1 short. But I have the burn I need. I just have to dodge a Reckoner's Bargain here. Okay. We got ourselves a game. The good news is our hand is still very good. When burn just draws 2 lands, it can be pretty tough. They have 2 or 3 Reckoner's Bargains usually in the list, and that's it. It's their only way to gain life. Yeah, they have just like a ton of Ancestrals. Okay, there's a Mirror Enforcer. Not really going to be able to kill that. I think that's okay. I think I can just play both my creatures out right now. And then just try to play a bunch of spells next turn. I could also not play the SWIFTSPEAR. Maybe they try to race because they're worried, especially if I go Epicure or Spike, but I think it's better to just play both creatures, honestly, so that's what I'm going to do. This makes it so they're like much less likely to attack, but I feel like they're not likely to attack regardless. Now we just need to dodge second Reckoner's Bargain. Obviously I'm not blocking here. Feels like they could have it. Not surprised to see a Mirror Enforcer here. Land would still be great. Correct, Clan Shaman. kill our board. I could Fire Blast, but I really don't want to. Oh wow, they're not using it. I think that might have been a huge mistake by them. I mean, I guess they have 2 blockers. I'm just gonna start going face. So now, I mean, I guess they can sack like a bunch of artifacts to Karat Clan if they want. I like almost have them as is. If I attack with both, they're gonna block here, here, and then I'd have to go Bolt you, Fire Blast you right now. I guess I can just not attack. I can even start chumping these enforcers, potentially. Shaman makes this difficult. They're at 8. I have 7 points of burn. I'm so close. I think I want to just not attack. Because if I go attack with both, they're going to block Enforcer on SWIFTSPEAR. And I don't want to go Bolt Fire Blast just to kill this. Plus, they can always just sack Shaman in response to my spells. So I'm just going to pass. I don't need these creatures anymore. So if they don't want a Wrath, I can just chump. And then I can just go Bolt Face. And then I could even just go Searing Blaze Fire Blast. Because that's 8 damage. So I think I just want to chump and survive here. They need another Reckoner's Bargain now. Otherwise they die. If they have another Reckoner's Bargain, I probably can't win. Munitions. I think that just resolves. They have it. Oh, man, we were just 1 short. That's brutal. I mean, they've gained 11 from 2 Reckoner's Bargains. Deck is just insane. Luckily, we have Quad Smash, 2 Gorilla Shaman post board. I think we just continue to go face. Next turn, they have 5, 9, 10, 11 damage, maybe 12. Jeez. Oh, I guess they even have 13 damage because they have 1 damage right now. Jeez. So we hit them to 9. But I don't think there's any way we're going to survive 2 turns. I think we just lose. I think we were just 1 point short. Could just hope they don't go for anything. They sack Star for mana. Gal's Blast us. I mean, I could Fire Blast the Mirror Enforcer right now, but they have Blood Fountain. There's just no way that works. I don't think I can win. I think the only way I can win is if they just don't use munitions to go for it somehow. But they actually have lethal, so man, the Reckoner's Bargains was brutal. We were just 1 short. Our hand was really good. The first Reckoner's Bargain just bought just enough time. We only had 7 points. And then the second one gained 7, which is backbreaking. Okay. Good game. Get a lot of hate though. What do I not want? think I do want Thermal Alchemist. Searing Blaze is honestly a little bit awkward, but they should have creatures, right? Can side out some needle drops. Epicure is kind of bad. It's also kind of just fine. I think I still want the lava spikes. Can take out like a Searing Blaze or two. I don't want too many Searing Blazes because especially I'm siding in 4 2-drops. They might not have targets for these. I could see losing because they don't play targets and I draw multiple Searing Blazes. Because when I play Affinity, a lot of times I'm like, okay, if I just don't play out a creature for like 3 turns, then I can just win with munitions. It's obviously a good card when we have it, but I think it is a little risky. Same with drawing multiple Fire Blasts could cost us the game. While it's really good, I think going down to 3 is fine. Post board. I mean, we have the power of these cards. We don't necessarily need the power of this. At least that's my thought process. And Epicure seems pretty bad, but I think it's just good enough, right? We keep drawing good hands, which is a recipe for success with this deck. A Raging Goblin here. All right. Now I just go attack, suspend, suspend, and we just have the all bolt hand. This hand's going to be kind of tough to beat. Especially if we just hit for 3 with Epicure, just draw 7 bolts, 2 lands. It's pretty sick. I thought we were going to be able to win that first game. There's a Frogmite. Do I spend a bolt on it? I don't think so. I just don't think so. I'm just going to go face. Because they could just play I guess they can sack this though, and this keeps their artifact count down if I kill it. Alright, I should kill it. I should kill it. I don't want them to Reckoner's Bargain that. We draw another Lightning Bolt. Specifically because of Reckoner's Bargain, I think it's better to Rift Bolt that. I only lose 2 damage because I get in for 1. Otherwise, I couldn't have gotten in for 1. And they can't Reckoner's Bargain it. Plus, it takes their artifact count down, which is awkward for them. Makes it harder for them to cast Mirror Enforcer. I think I actually just kill this again. Again, because of Bargain, I think that's why I do it. And Mirror Enforcer. 2 reasons. Galvanic Blast that. Okay. Great draw. Okay, just need to draw a bolt. There's the Deadly Dispute sacking on land. Another Deadly Dispute. They're fishing. They have a Frogmite. We draw a mountain. Attack. Bolt you. Just pass the turn. They could have a duress or something. I'll just play around it by not using blood quite yet. You do it on their end step. Another SWIFTSPEAR. Another mountain. Hydro. So they have a removal spell? I guess they just kill one of them. It has haste anyway. Save this mountain for Searing Blaze. We drew really, really well up until these last two draw steps, but Terrarian enters the battlefield tapped, so they can't sack it right now, so they probably had nothing. Okay, nice. This deck seems really good. We didn't even draw a Smash or a Shaman that game. Well, also classic burn. We just drew only 2 mountains and then all lightning bolts in a SWIFTSPEAR, so doubly classic. So we know they left in multiple Frogmites. Can go one more Searing Blaze, one less Rift Bolt or Spike. I think I'll just take out another kind of clunky card. Again, I'm just kind of like sideboarding like I feel like it. Could have sided out Epicure on the draw, but I think it's probably still enough. I think this hand might actually just be good enough. I can loot away a land with blood. And I have a turn 1, turn 2, which is pretty strong. But maybe because I have no Smash, no Shaman, and 4 lands, I should just ship. I think because I don't have any sideboard hate, and I have a land heavy hand, I should ship. Alright, this is so much better. I could just put back a Needle Drop. Could put back a Chain Lightning, but I think keeping 12 points of burn and Smash seems really good to me. Bolt you, go. Alright, now I just killed their land. Drawing a Needle Drop was pretty good. Nice, and now we mana screw them. Perfect. Chain Lightning you, Needle Drop you. They can certainly have Gallblast here, but nothing we can do about that. They drew a land, damn, and it's untapped. So they have Mirror Enforcer also. They still can, they don't. That's good. Skewer. I think I just go attack. If they block, I bolt them. They're gonna block, right? Yeah, bolt you, then skewer you also this turn. Maybe not, because I could get a prowess trigger. Oh, they're gonna Gal Blast the SWIFTSPEAR. Metallic Rebuke. Could have played around that. Probably better to not play around that though. I can just cast Skewer next turn. They could have more rebukes, but I also get a prowess trigger. If I draw an Epicure, I'm gonna want the land to discard too. I'm just gonna wait. Galvanic Blast. We're hoping to draw it maybe. Wow, going down to 3 artifacts. Gallop Blast. Got it. And feeling the pain here. Okay, one more. No Reckoner's Bargain, no Hydro one time. Draw 2, Divination. And Shuffler's not being that rude. We're doing okay. We just need to dodge, again, Reckoner's Bargain. If they have Reckoner's Bargain, we lose. Gain 7's probably going to be just way too much. They should honestly bargain right now. If they have it. Because they don't need 2 4/4s to beat me, but if I draw a Bolt, Weather the Storm. Jeez. 2-head opponent. GG. Wow. 1 turn too late. Damn. Hey, thanks for the sub. Looks like we're going down to Affinity. All the hate in the world can't stop it. We even had the early smash. They just drew out of it. GG's. That deck is still pretty busted. I wonder if the opponent has always had Weather the Storm, or if they just now put Weather the Storm in because they know a bunch of people are going to be playing SWIFTSPEAR decks. Either way, they crushed us with that. That was that felt pretty rough with the Weather the Storm out of a Grixis deck, but hey, SWIFTSPEAR becomes legal. A lot of people are going to play it, so opponent got us. Let's go round 3. Let's go. This has been a lot of fun. All right, welcome to round 3. We're against Thraknar. Would you like to play first? Yes. 0 land. Gotta ship it. This one looks good. Just snap, put back a land. Lead on this sphere. I think Weather is a good card to have in the format. Mog Conscript. Huh? Another Goblin deck. So why don't I go spike you and then attack for 2? They can't really block. Then just play Epicure. Seems good to me. I could kill this. I could just go like Chain Lightning the Conscripts. Attack for 2, play Epicure. Maybe that's better. Keep killing their creatures. I mean, that is a 2/2. I'm going to take this line. Like, minimizing their board seems pretty good. They might just be like, is it Mono Red Sly, like the older version with like a lot of like 1 mana 2/2s? So just keeping their board clear is good against them, especially while I can just continue to hit with SWIFTSPEAR here. Yo, Pauper Dim, what's up? Yep, there's another 1 mana 2/2 and probably another one. Okay. It's kind of hard to deal with all those 2/2s sometimes. So now I can just attack with SWIFTSPEAR, and they can't really, they could double block, but then I just bolt one, kill the other. So they can't really block. I guess I start with Lava Spike. No, because I might not want to play any more spells. Just going to attack with SWIFTSPEAR to start. I'm not in a rush to play my other spells. Okay. Now I can just potentially start racing because I can go Bolt Face, and then next turn I can go like Spike plus Skewer. Thought they may go for the block there. I could also bolt a Cohort, hit them to 14, but if I bolt them, I hit them to 11. And then my SWIFTSPEAR is a huge threat. They're going to attack me, probably. So, I'm just going to go face. And if they don't attack, then I'm fine with that too. Aki Cohort? I don't know what card you're talking about. Bolt SWIFTSPEAR. Alright, results. Still have 4 cards in hand. I feel like they're kind of crushing us with 2/2s. Mog War Marshal. Kind of just crushing us in general. I think we just need to race now. I suppose I just chump now? Not ever gonna be able to attack with this, I feel like. Just don't want it to get like Searing Blazed or anything. Bolt, that's a good draw. Now we just need to draw one more Bolt. You have to actually cast a creature for these to attack. So sure, they could have a, you know, Bushwhacker here. They have a Cohort. Oh, is that the card you were talking about it? Mud Brawler Cohort? They should attack. Maybe they're trying to play around SWIFTSPEAR or something, but I think they just want to try to win like on their next turn if they can. 4, 5, 6, 7, put me to 11. They should definitely attack with all. There's no question. They even have a blocker. Bolt. Nice. Well, when you draw 2 lands and only 2 lands, it's pretty good. I don't even know if I played that one perfectly. SWIFTSPEAR have been pretty insane so far, honestly. The thing is, Electrickery's not that good against them. I don't even know if I bring it in. Like, I'm definitely bringing in Martyr,
Sick.
obviously. Hey, Pauper Jumpstart, what's up? I feel like I've seen you on Twitter a bunch. So I don't know how good Electrickery and Dart are. I want to try to look up their list if I can real quick, or at least a list. I'm gonna look up Mud Brawler Cohort because they play like Burning Tree Emissary. They play all the 2/2s as far as I know. So let's see. Bear with me here. This has got to be the deck they're on. At least similar. Mog War Marshal, Mog Raider, Mog Conscripts, Sledder. So it's just goblins. They do have Bushwhacker. This list has Firebrand. I don't know if they don't. I don't know if they always do. 2 Fireblast, 4 Bolt. I don't know what they're bringing in against us. Electrickery is not even that good against Raider and Sledder too. I feel like it's just not quite good enough. I think I just want to keep as many bolts face and kind of just like, I think that deck kind of stumbles a little more than our deck. So I think I'd rather just not bring these in and just bring in Martyr for the Wrath, and then hope to see one of those, not bring in Dart or Trickery, and just minimally sideboard here. I can just take out like 2 skewers. I can take out 1 skewer, 1 Fireblast. I can cut Rift Bolt again. I can cut Spike. But I think I mostly do want to be going face. Cut 1 Fireblast. Games don't go quite as long. I think this is good. Just minimally sideboard like I've been saying. I mean, you keep these hands with burn, right? If we draw a land, this hand is incredible. Hmm. Wonder if we have to kill that. That just represents so much damage. Okay. I think we just, maybe I just pass the turn and then bolt it. Like, this can often hit for 3, 4, 5 damage in that deck. And it's going to represent 2+ damage a turn. I think I just need to bolt it. Drawing a land was critical there, though. Because now I can play into Thermal Alchemist. If they don't have bolt, then they're just going to get crushed. Equip. Life Staff being pretty good, but Alchemist might be really good. Another land's not the best, not the worst. We need them to not have bolt, though. The reason why I like Thermal Alchemist in the matchup is because, oh, there's a Sparksmith, is because, how, land. One land was good, 3 lands is too many. One reason why I like Thermal Alchemist is their deck plays like 4 Bolt, 2 Fire Blast. They have no other answers for this card. If they don't draw one of those cards and haven't used it on a SWIFTSPEAR, then sure they can kill this, but make them have that Bolt for this, otherwise this card takes over. It's a little slow, but I feel like it's totally worth. If they go equip, I'll bolt. Just make them equip, I guess. It's not that relevant, though. Could also have just ignored Life Staff altogether, but then if they have any Sledder, I just get wrecked. It's probably worth it to just continue to play the long game. 2 cards in hand and no creature. Start bolting them. Rift Bolt you. Rift Bolt you. Searing Blaze. I can just not cast anything right here. I can just cast Skewer on face. Might just be best. The Searing Blaze might be tough to use with that Life Staff. I guess if I use it as my last spell, I can kill them before this trigger resolves. I think I just don't play even that land. Because if I draw Epicure, I want to discard a land. They have a creature. Now I need to play this Searing Blaze as my last spell on that one. And I need them to not draw Sledder also. Come on. Kept the 1-lander here. Now we've drawn pretty much entirely lands. But if they don't have Sledder, we can potentially just ignore that Life Staff. They might have just a bunch of lands in hand too, and maybe like a Goblin Grenade or a Bolt or something. We can just, oh my god, please. Do we kill this Conscripts right now? I feel like we do, because it keeps us alive for longer. Now we need them to not draw a Sledder. They could have sided out some number of Sledders as well. Literally kept a 1-lander. Now we've drawn 7 lands, 7 spells. Second Life Staff. Okay. They can't attack though. Okay. Don't think I need to play land again, because if I draw Epicure, I could Blood Token away 1 land, draw Searing Blaze. Opponent's deck is mostly creatures, so they should be able to attack, but they're not drawing them. Non-land. Goblin Grenade, 1 mana, deal 5, gain 6. That's pretty nuts. Needle drop. Okay, we're going in. So if I draw Fire Blast, I win. So close, right? No Slider one time. No Goblin Grenade. If they have Goblin Grenade, they should definitely play it. Feels like Grenade for sure. It has to be. Yeah, it's Goblin Grenade. It's the only thing that made sense. They probably have more lands and Goblin Grenades in hand and maybe a Bolt. Oh my god. This is incredible. Wow, that's actually insane. One mana, deal 1, gain 6. I think that's over. Oh, they attacked? That's a huge mistake. Searing Blaze? We've officially drawn more lands than spells total, even though we had 6 lands in our opener. Yeah, this is classic. They're attacking. They're giving me a chance. They have a Goblin Grenade, though. Right. They have a Bolt, too. Okay. Skewer is just like one of the most awkward cards in the deck. They do have enough, they do have more things that Electricry can kill, but you know I'm going to side in Electricry and they're going to have all the 2 toughness creatures. I guess they're also not on the Burning Tree Emissary version. They do have more things that Electricry kills. I'll try it. If I can just clear the way with that, it's going to be so good. I could even just go Dart. I think Thermo Alchemist is really good. Maybe Dart is like kind of the same, just a little bit safer. Because if they have a bunch of 2 toughness things, this doesn't do anything, but Dart can at least go face. Side out Rift Bolt and another Rift Bolt or another Skewer. Try the darts. That was insanely flooded from us. Like when we drew the first land, it felt great, and then every other land after that felt terrible. We're on the play here, but I think I keep. When we do draw land, we even have a Searing Blaze. This just seems good to me. I think I just start going face with sorceries. Land on the first turn would just be absolutely insane. Just get a Thermo down, maybe even just play the Searing Blaze, and then Thermo. Because we know we're not going to draw another land, right? I think I even go for land Searing Blaze here. They can't attack us. I mean, I'm going to draw another land throughout the course of the game, though. And I can just block that Mog Conscripts if they don't have an answer for Alchemist. All right. I'm going to risk it. If they go Bolt, Creature, Attack, obviously this is not as good, but I did say no lands for the rest of the game. And they're probably going to go Bolt, Creature, Attack. Creature, Creature. Okay. Well, they should have just played only one, but I would have blocked anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Nice. Ping. Land. Searing Blaze. And then Skewer. Now we're really doing it. Ping. Skewer. And then not going to ping again quite yet. I'll wait till their end step. But they're dead next turn unless they have Life Staff plus Sack Outlet here. So turn 4 win from us, it looks like. Okay. I think we should be safe here. Can they have anything? I think I just block. I don't know. Can't think of anything. I guess they could have mutagenic, but then they just die if they play mutagenic anyway. All right. Yeah, we got there. Okay, GG's. Died to the pretty good draws from Affinity there. I almost punted round 1 against Lozer, but the deck is honestly feeling pretty great. Sure, all of these games have gone to 3, but again, the deck feels strong. SWIFTSPEAR seems really good. I'm liking the list overall. I don't know about Thermal Alchemist versus the draw spell yet. It's going to be pretty hard to tell, but I think having another threat in Thermal Alchemist is probably the way you want to go. I also don't know about Lava Dart's main yet. I think I like them not main. Maybe not at all in this list. Let's go to round 4. All right, 2-1 now. We are in round 4 against Sock Dolager. Would you like to play first? Why, yes, I would. We have drawn incredibly well this league. We have had really good opening hands, really consistently here. Deck is doing its thing. This hand looks incredible. Imagine if they play a creature on one. Opponent's asking how it's been. I said first league seems great so far. Who would have thought? I just do this. This is incredible. Looks like we might be up against Ponza here. Should be a pretty reasonable matchup. They're at 14. I'm just going to play multiple burn spells, main 1. And if they want to chump, they can chump. I guess I can go Chain Lightning, SWIFTSPEAR, Riftbolt U, hit for 6. I have enough burn, that might be worth it, but if they don't block, I go Chain Lightning U, Skewer U. That's 6 damage. Then they take 3 more, that's 9 damage. If they don't block, they die to Fire Blast, right? Let me do the math one more time. So it's 4, 8, 13, 14 damage. So I'm just going to go face with both of these sorceries. If they don't block, they die. So this is potential turn 3 here. Yeah, they have to chump. Then I just go Suspend Riftbolt. What a draw. Jewel Thief. So I have 5, 6. Just go face. They said seems good. They're at 1. We have a SWIFTSPEAR. We can draw. Our entire deck is burn spells. The only spells that don't kill them are like Needle Drop, Skewer. Rift Bolt doesn't do it. Does it next turn. They need main deck gain life right now. They say GG, haha. Yeah, this was pretty gross. I always like chatting with the opponents. SWIFTSPEAR it's been great. Honestly, Molten Rain doesn't seem too bad. They have all those enchant lands. Might not get the 2 damage out of it though. Could bring in Martyr. I kind of feel like just not sideboarding here. Does Dart have good equity here? They have 1 target for it. They only have Arbor Elf. I think I just keep all my lightning bolts. Opponent's chatting it up. I'm just going to run it back. I'm just going to go no sideboard and see what happens. I'm going to chat with the opponent for a second, and then we'll go to the next game. All right, game 2 against Ponza mid-range deck. This hand looks great. Let's keep... A lot of Ponza decks have 0 removal spells, so Thermo Alchemist is like our best card. Opponent saying, I was telling them to check out, they were asking about the list, so I said check out the stream or the channel, and they were basically saying they know the channel and I got them into Pauper, so love hearing that. I wonder if I should just kill the Arbor Elf. This makes me less inclined. I mean, if they go land destruction, they go land destruction, right? If they don't go exactly Thermokarst this turn, I guess they can go Manvuli Acid Moss potentially. But even if they go Thermokarst right now, we can beat that. By just going face. Oh, it's a Jewel Thief. Okay, well, I'm glad I just decided to play out my creatures. Turn 2, 3/3 Vigilance Trample plus Make a Treasure is pretty solid, though. They have Mountain in their deck, which makes me feel like think that they probably have Bolt. Now they Thermokarst. I wonder if they had that last turn. It's a huge difference if they had it or if they had it last turn and chose to not play it, because we couldn't have played the Alchemist. I think I want to go ping you with Alchemist. I guess Chain Lightning the Jewel Thief. Attack for 1. I could just start going face with everything. I could go Needle Drop, try to hit a land. Because that plays around a second land destruction spell. I think I actually like that. But I can attack if I kill this, which is also relevant. Plus, I stop them from attacking me as much. I'm going to stick to the original line. pretty close. Second land destruction spell is obviously bad for us, and our 16 land deck can certainly suffer against Ponza, but we can largely operate on one land too, so they need to draw a lot of land destruction. They have Skewer here, gain 6. Alright, I meant Weather, gain 6. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. They do have the land destruction, okay. No more lands from them. They could have Boarding Party and or Dino in hand. Gotta draw land soon. What is this? Packmate. Okay, Packmate is fine. Thermal Alchemist doing work. But not quite good enough if we have no more lands. Owlbear. Yep. 4/4 a lot bigger than 3/3. They're down to 13 land. Nice. I kind of want to go land pass and then just go needle drop you because I want to draw another land. And I can cast all like these skewers and bolts because I have a thermo. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to try to race here. Hope to draw another land next turn. Like I said, I get that one redraw of the needle drop. Utopia Sprawl. Can't afford to bolt the Arbor Elf, so I just need to let that resolve. They name green. It's a close one. We can chump the Packmate. Which maybe we do this turn because maybe we could chump again next turn. I'm gonna do it. I have 5 mana. They could play another Owlbear, but we're not dead to that on board. Feels like another Owlbear here. They have Boarding Party next turn. Oh, Bully Asimos, jeez. They could have Dino next turn. Okay, we drew a land. They're at 10. If we draw one more land, we can do it. Boarding Party is rough. I guess I go land pass because I have Lightning Bolt. Still need to draw another land, probably. I'm not going to play around Lightning Bolt. They would have bolted Thermos so long ago. What is this? Oh, it is Dino. Okay, Dino's fine. As long as it's not Dino into Boarding Party. Oh, it's Boarding Party. You just mistapped. Into Llanowar Visionary. Boarding Party is a little less fine. So I think I actually have to bank. Oh, they have Weather the Storm. I don't think I can win against gain 9 and a 4/4 trample. Just go to the next one. I can bolt Boarding Party. Ping. They'd be at 17. And then I take 7, go to 3, and then they have a huge board. The land destruction got us. I think we just run it back again. Just no sideboard. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they kept in land destruction too, because if we just have like a 3 land hand, it doesn't do anything. It's literally dead. The old one-lander into Ponza, huh? I keep. Maybe this is a mulligan, but I think you generally want to keep these one land hands with burn, because if you draw one land, they're so good. We even have a blood token to loot. Utopia Sprawl. Nice. So I think I just go Spike, Suspend, Rift Bolt. Could even consider Fire Blasting them. I guess I could also just go Suspend, Rift Bolt, pass with Blood Token up, but I don't want to loot away any of my cards. I mean, except for Searing Blaze, potentially. Let's see, if I go Suspend, Rift Bolt, Spike, Attack, they're at 18. I have 6, 10. I can hit them to 8. It's not quite enough because I'll be at 0 lands. I think I'm going to go with the Suspend, Leave Up Blood Token play. And if they go kill the land, I'll just loot away either Searing Blaze or Fire Blast, or just something. Or just wait. They're going to name red. Do they have Thermokarst? They do. Could also just go Lightning Bolt you, not use the blood. Here's the thing, I mean, I feel like Searing Blaze can be good. Because if they play an Arbor Elf, a Llanowar Visionary, a Packmate, I'm going to want the Searing Blaze. Plus, I'm going to have to draw another land anyway. I think I discard the Spike. Okay, nice. Another Lightning Bolt. Would have been interesting to not play that land there. But I think this is fine. There's a Llanowar Visionary. Alright, where's another land when you need it? Bolt you. Land? Nice. Is that lethal? I think it is. Deck feels pretty strong. 16 land, that's felt fine. That was a close one. Opponent was probably able to do some pretty good stuff coming up. Really, really nice opponent. Nice chatting with them. Sick indeed. I don't know if anything's going to get banned yet. Pauper's going to look a little bit different with SWIFTSPEAR, plus some of the other downshifted cards. There's some other good ones too. So not sure, but anyways, this has been a lot of fun. 3-1 so far. Let's go to the 5th and final round of the league. See everyone there. All right, welcome to the 5th and final round here. Hey, thanks for subbing there. That was our last opponent. Really nice opponent. I was saying before you joined, good chatting with you. Just always a pleasure. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna keep this for sure. I like these one land hands. I've just been saying it all league, but I think that's why you play 16 land, is because you literally want hands like this. You keep these hands, you hope to draw one land. If you miss for a turn or two, every single spell in our hand costs 1 mana. Oh, SWIFTSPEAR Gamers. Let's go. SWIFTSPEAR Mirror. Not surprised. I actually looked for some nice, just like that. Just look at it. I actually looked to see if there was any type of game life cards I could play in a mono red deck, and there's just nothing good. It's just better to try to race. So just sticking to that plan. They have to bolt SWIFTSPEAR. Little do they know. They kept a 1-lander too. Wow, what an exciting mirror, huh? I'm just gonna play this. If they have another bolt, they have to kill the Thermo. Or do they have Searing Blaze? That's a huge card in the mirror. They bolt it. Nice. They don't have the Searing Blaze. That's huge. If they do nothing, is there a chance I don't play SWIFTSPEAR? I don't think so, because forcing them to burn SWIFTSPEAR is fine. Let's go SWIFTSPEAR attack, play Epicure. Our hands have been really strong. Seems like this is our 4th matchup against another aggressive red deck, but this looks like the first burn opponent. All our other decks have been like red Sly. Opponent's just going face here. We have 12 points of burn in hand, plus 2 creatures on board. But we have to not die, and we can't kill them next turn, so we have to not die, basically. But then we have 3 cards left. They could easily have a land. Actually, they missed 1 land drop, right? Or no? Yeah, it's turn 4. Because we played Thermo last turn. Had another needle drop. I'm gonna go Lava Spike you, Chain Lightning you, attack with both. Could have left up Bolt here. I think I just want to get in. I could have gone Chain Lightning you, leave up Bolt. But I think this is fine. Again, we have to just not die. They have a SWIFTSPEAR, okay. SWIFTSPEAR Gaming. Skewer. Target our SWIFTSPEAR. Okay, that's fine. They attack, so now they lose. We only drew 2 lands, that's all we needed. Sweet. Don't even need to play this Fire Blast, it's pretty gross. I guess they could Fire Blast the Epicure, and then we still win with Fire Blast. Nice. Okay. Alright. I think no sideboard, no problem, right? Everything in our deck deals damage. I think that's what we want. Don't think we want Lava Dart. I mean, I know they have Epicure 2 likely, but we didn't even see it. I don't think we want it. No sideboard, no problem. Let's go. All right. Game 2 again in the mirror. Same looks great. 1 land too many, but we won't draw any lands, right? All right, we can trade Epicures here. It's the best answer for Epicure. It's Epicure. Be funny if they go land Searing Blaze. I'm gonna go land Searing Blaze. We are on the draw here, so we are disadvantaged in that sense. But if they attack, I'm definitely trading. Another Epicure. Sure. Third Epicure or SWIFTSPEAR? Oh, Suspend Rift Bolt. They should have attacked first, but it's not super relevant. I'm gonna go Searing Blaze here, I mean. Just the most efficient play here. I won't take one off their Epicure. 15 to 16. But I was on the draw, and my hand is really good. Probably going to try to fire off these Chain Lightnings if they're tapped out on this next turn. I find it so funny that when you're tapped out, it's like, do you want to pay? It's like, of course I want to pay, but I can't. It's like, don't you know that there's no way I can pay with nothing that I have? There's nothing I have that I can pay with. I'm F6'd. Shouldn't it just automatically not make me click OK? It's like, come on. Okay, so now I think I go Chain Lightning, the SWIFTSPEAR, play Epicure, Needle Drop you. I could do it in reverse order. I could go Epicure, Needle Drop, then Chain Lightning, but I don't think it matters too much. I don't think it matters too much. Most likely I am going to want to fire off one of these Chain Lightnings. Oops, I meant to Needle Drop first. I just messed up the sequencing. But again, I don't think it's that relevant. Okay, I'll discard that to blood for sure. I think we're kind of ahead here if we don't just die to like a flurry of burn spells. I mean, we could die to Bolt, Fire Blast, but they discard land. I just wanted to again play one Chain Lightning when they couldn't fire it back, because I was worried if they went like land, spell, leave up 2 mana that I couldn't cast these Chain Lightnings. So that's why I did it this way. Chain Lightning you, Skewer you, Bolt you. I'll attack. And then we'll save this mountain to blood away. Next turn, not going to play it. Burn spell does it if I can attack for 1. We're at 7. They have 3 cards in hand. I could have Fire Blast plus Bolt here, certainly. Epicure. We go to 6. They're at 4 though. Needle Drop. Burn spell 1 time. Bolt. Thermo. Good blood token to try to get exactly Fire Blast, otherwise it doesn't matter. I think I just go attack. They're gonna trade because they don't want to die. Then I play Thermo. I feel like we're pretty likely to die here. I don't think trying to draw. I guess any bolt would have. Oh no, any bolt wouldn't have done it on the second blood because we didn't have enough mana. So never mind. They discard Searing Blaze because they discarded all their mountains. That's huge. I think we're so likely to kill now. If they don't have Bolt Fire Blast, I think they lose. I think they may have misplayed this. They should have maybe played a 3rd land because they've been choked on mana these last couple turns. Sure, it's tempting to try to get more lands, but I think they went a little too aggressive trying to get all spells. Nice. So got the 4-1 with the deck. The list felt really good. Yeah, we lost to Affinity with Weather the Storm, but we still 4-1. So it feels great here. I think moving forward, the card I'm actually least sure about is Lava Dart in the sideboard. Because I feel like when you want to kill 1 toughness creatures, Electricity is just a little bit stronger. Same with Martyr of Ashes, because against decks with like 2 toughness things, you might either want Martyr or just, cards like Breath Weapon or Fiery Cannonade might be better. Um, Cannonade's honestly not even a bad option either. There's also, you can have like Pyroblasts. Yeah, a lot of people play Forgotten Cave, but I think with SWIFTSPEAR, I think it's better just to not play Forgotten Cave and just play all mountains, especially if you're playing Epicure, because you can just loot away extra lands. You don't need to play a tap land. You just want to play all untapped lands, maximize SWIFTSPEAR. I don't think you want to play extra lands that aren't mountains for Fire Blast, and especially with sideboard darts. But I'm not sure exactly what other cards I would want in the sideboard, because I don't think you really need um, Pyroblast, because you can just have more burn spells against the blue decks, which is fine. It's possible you could run more like pinger effects. We could even reckless impulse for the grindier matchups, but that just doesn't seem like the plan. It seems like we want to just kill them. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm also unsure about Molten Rain. But against decks like FAM and Tron, obviously it's going to be like an all-star. So it's really tough to say. Martyr just also seems a little bit slow. What if we did like something like this? I actually don't own Breath Weapon right now because the token just ended and they're 4 tickets. All the cards from Baldur's Gate are like so expensive. They're all between like 1 and 4 tickets. And if you want to get all the cards, it's going to cost a lot of tickets. So I think they just upped the drop rate in treasure chest, so hopefully they go down. But yeah, not really interested in paying 16 tickets for a set of breath weapons here. I just think Curse of the Pierced Heart's a pretty bad card. Like, you have to have Curse in play for 3 turns before it's better than Lightning Bolt. I think I'd rather just try to kill quickly with SWIFTSPEAR and burn spells. I think a lot of Electricries is solid. Yeah, if you don't have this, you can just play Cannonade. The only card that it really matters for, I guess Boarding Party can be relevant, but mostly just the Shrek, the 4 mana 5/2 Monarch creature. So yeah, this is probably what I would try next time. Again, I like Lava Dart, but if I'm bringing it in to deal with 1 toughness creatures, I think just having more Electricries and Wraths just seems like the plan. I'll keep trying the Molten Rains. We didn't really face the matchup where we wanted those. You know, if we play against other greedy like type decks where they're playing a bunch of bounce lanes or something, Molten Rain gets a lot better. So we'll see. And I think that'll just wrap up this YouTube video. That was a really fun league. I had 1 major punt in round 1, so that was fun. But SWIFTSPEAR felt fantastic. I think it really, really upgrades this deck. I think it really upgrades, Mono Red Kiln Fiend, Hot Dogs. I'll probably play that in a video coming up, so look out for that if you're interested. But again, the channel's youtube.com/snapbolt. So check out the channel, subscribe to my channel. Really the best way to support me. Obviously follow on Twitch, and subscribing on Twitch is good too, but go check out the YouTube and subscribe there. It's free. Best way to support me. Thanks so much for watching this league. More Double Masters content coming up. I want to try to get 1 more league in. I'm going to be out of town for a little while here, so I'm not going to be able to record coming up too much. But when I get back, definitely more Double Masters content coming up. So that was a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. Peace.